Everyone's got one. And it seems that Apart Gaming is going to choose the side that they want to start on, which will most likely be CT side, leaving Planetkey to yet again start on the T side and have to battle their way through getting as many rounds as they can. We'll see what they can start with. The match is live. We've got 3 players on the T side with armor, 2 with utility, very similar to what Apart Gaming did on the previous map, on their pistol round, where they bought utility on 2 players, and we've got 4 players with armor, 1 player with the kit and a smoke on the TT side. Quick push onto B, and it seems like Narelia is getting 2 headshots. Easy frags. Now, nice refrag from Pashorty, and a second one, putting this into a 3v3. We've got 1 player flanking from the T side, from CT, sorry, and it seems like the plant is going to go down. Nico gets a nice frag onto Landl in Banana, and it's a 2v3. 2v2, sorry, now 2v1 as Maxe gets the refrag from Maka, and it's now up AP, sorry, dying in the clutch to Nico. Seems like we've got the first round down for Planetkey Dynamics, very similar to what happened last game, where they got the first round and the second. We'll see if that will happen here as well. Yep, baiters left, right and center for for Planetkey. We've got Demho and Bal on the UMPs, sorry, on the SMGs, and a full save from Apart Gaming as expected. Pashorty's doing the standard spam into apartments so nobody pushes it. And it seems like a stack on B, which is very costly for the Apart Gaming as they take tons of damage via the nade from Bal, and it seems like triple, and they do get 1 frag, but that seems like is all they will get as Maxi finishes them up with the Galil and the USP for the last frag. And we have the 2-0 for Planetkey with minimal damage to their economy, only 1 player dying. And now comes the full buy from Apart Gaming. We've got 4 M4s, some utility, no head armor for Maka, Narelia and Landl, which will be very good for Maxi and Demo who have a SMG and a Galil, which are obviously not one-shot kills on the head. And we've got 2 players quickly pushing into apartments, not being quiet about this at all. It seems that they want to take quick control of it, and they do manage to get it successfully, as players from the Apart Gaming side are not being very aggressive. One is holding mid at a off angle while the smoke lasts, but as soon as the smoke goes down, he might be in trouble. And we've got 4 players standing close in mid, and they are going to catch off Landl, but he gets a frag still on the guy in Boiler. And we've got a 4 versus 3 with Landl on 9 HP, 2 players on Planetkey side with sub 100 as well, which will now make them one-shot headshots. Let's see where they reconvene. It seems also that Nico has taken control of Banana, so they do have deep control there. But there are 2 players stationed, 1 CT and 1 on site. It is somewhat lucky that Dempo only had the Mach 10, because it is not a big loss now. But Narelia holds an angle, Maxa peeks out, shift walking, Nico does the same, and Bal tries to get him, and doesn't. Pashorty now in a 1 versus 4. And no, Narelia gets the frag through the smoke, doesn't even see him, but the spray is true, and we have the first round for Apart Gaming. This is very ominous of what happened in the last game, where of course Planetkey went 13-2, losing every single round after the pistol and the subsequent eco. And similar here, they are going to go into somewhat of an eco with 3 players of armor, 1 scout, and a push for mid. But it seems that Demho is gonna get stuck in the smoke, and Landl on the spray, as he did hear the players running around, he is going to get Bal through the smoke. Very unfortunate. So he has now gone down to 36 and has died to the Tech 9 of the Demo. But Maka, quick 2 frags with the UMP and no refrag in sight from the Planetkey side. Maka failing the... Oh no, he didn't fail the flash, but nobody else pushing in mid now from Planetkey. We've got Pashorty watching right short, and it seems like they are going to push short together, perhaps. We've got 2 players now positioned very deep in Banana. And it seems that that is the call for the players from B to rotate back to A through middle. And they are already watching short. They're gonna catch off Pashorty, who's not even aware of the flank. And Nico now in a 1 versus 3. He gets the first round, but he doesn't get the second. And we've got 2 rounds now in succession for Apert Gaming. But at least it is a full buy now for Planetkey again. So we've got 3 players survived in Apert, so they are slowly building up the economy. 3 players surviving means, of course, that the 1 player gets a substantial amount of money for the next round, which is AP in this case, who did seem to have been playing the ult previously. So hopefully he'll have that for the next round if they win. But now, very unusual, Landl pushing up into apartments. They haven't done that before, but it seems to have not worked out for them. We've got 2 players now, Banana watching, but Nico gets the first frag, will he get the second? And no, he will not, but he does take down API for half HP. So now it's a 3 versus 5, and it seems that Planetkey are gonna push up to A, gonna get the long control, flank around, get the 1 player now on A, and Apert Gaming quite seemingly don't know what the plan is just yet. We've got Maka, who rotated back to B quickly, but now he's falling back, and Maxi gets the quick frag on the AP. They know where Maka is now. Maka is falling back, and it seems that they will save this round. Though, actually, now that I'm saying this, Maka, Maka is just waiting. They are going to save this round. They're gonna let them get the plant, let them get the round, and they're gonna play with force by next round. It seems, I think it would make sense, since Maka and Appy can drop for Narelia and Landl, while AP has enough money to actually buy next round. So there we go, that's the 3rd round for Planetkey, which is already a better score than the last map, so good on them. And they survive with 4 players, so they are gonna start building up their economy. Very, very important in Inferno, when it always comes down to these executes. And even Bal does take down 1 of the players from Apert Gaming, which means that they will have even less money now, which actually suggests that they're not gonna force buy. They're gonna go eco, buy the next. Yeah, we've got 3 players without armor, just pistols, and AP, who had more money in the last round. He does opt out for that extra armor. So one diffuse kit as well on a API, and we're into round number 6. 3 players quickly pushed up Banana this round from Planetkey, and we've got the standard smoke for CT. Seems like they're gonna slowly start going towards there. Dzięki wielkie Przemo za hosta. And 2 players now aggressive in apartments for Apert. They did hear that bomb, definitely, which means they know that someone's there. And they know that it is the bomb. The only player with the gun on Apert Gaming has just taken down Nico. But they know that there's someone pushing into second mid, and API gets a second. This is really difficult spot for Demo, but he does get the first frag, and now they know that there was another person there. But will they figure it out? No, Landl gets the frag onto Pashorty, so they are now trying to rotate back to B, but Maka gets another player, and it seems that Demho is stuck in a 1 versus 2. He knows that 1 player is Banana that killed Pashorty earlier on, but will he manage to get the plant? Oh no, the perfect spot, and Maka doesn't see him. This is now a retake scenario, which is much better for Demho, as the pressure is now on the CTs to actually push him. He positioned himself in triple boxes. Oh, this is both players on the CT side don't have armor, so this is going to have to be one hit headshot, but it's not the case. Now Demho in a 1 versus 1. The nade will get him. no! They're so close. But unfortunately, or rather luckily, Lando did pick up a grenade from a dead teammate of Demho, which is eventually going to finish him off. What a way to go! What a way to go! Losing such a pretty much a full eco, except for the one person who saved from the last round. And we are now in another force-up situation from Planetkey. They do at least have enough money for everyone to get an AK. Not full utility though. We see that Nico is only playing with a single smoke and Demho with two grenades. And we are into round 7 now. Standard setup 3-2 for the Apart Gaming side. We've got Appy on the AWP, and it is the only AWP on the server at the moment. He did have to sacrifice a little bit with he used up all of his utility. Well, he didn't decide to go for any utility, but rather go for armor and head armor, which is an interesting choice. That smoke clearly has failed, as I think it was supposed to cover off long, but instead of covering off long, it just got them stuck in middle for even longer. Now Lando refreshes the smoke for even longer. It seems like they're gonna have 30 seconds left before they even have access to A, and it does seem that this is what they are going to opt for. They are going to push towards A. Now a smoke in apartments makes it even more difficult, as they will have even less time to actually take the site. We've got the smoke on long, but it's is this going to be a one-way? No, it seems that Lando is not able to actually stop it in time, so this is going to be a clear take from long, with some damage coming in. Lando picks up. Oh, so close. They have the right idea, but they can't catch him. And the fire is off by a little bit. Nico gets the refrag though, and we've got 2 players pushing onto short. One player pit, one player side, and the pit player dies. The side player is also going to die, and we have a 4v2 retake, 4v1 retake. I say that as Narelia is now stuck in library. It seems that he is going to try and save this. He's just waiting. He's not going to try to retake this, surely. Well, I said they cut it close, but they did manage to get it at the end. Though, as I say that, Narelia gets the first frag. I still don't think he's going to try to take it. Oh, he does pick up. This is another player on long, but yeah, like you say, he's got 8 HP. There is no chance of him retaking this. Demho should really run away before he takes any more damage. He really can't afford to lose these guns. They don't have any bank built up just yet. So every single person surviving is going to be more important than the one person surviving on Apart side. And that seems like what they're going to do. So very good. Very back and forth, I must say. We've got everyone chipping in. AP sitting behind a little. It seems that he is not picked up from this. Last game we also saw him struggle a lot on the CT side of Train, where he was 4-1 and 5 by the end of the first half, I believe. So he's not having a very good game today. And Lando on a full flash in middle gets Bal with an op. I wonder if both of the players were flashed, because if not, then it seemed like there was plenty of time for Bal to take the shot unless he missed it, which would have been really, really unfortunate. Now we've got again 2 players taking control of apartments. I think we've seen that before already, but there is no counter aggression. And at the same time, we've got Maxe and Nico trying to push Banana, but they get swiftly taken care of. It's now only Nico. Yeah, they're not making it very obvious as to who's gonna hold which angle, or who's gonna push what. But it does seem like they have rotated 4 players onto A, and it is just 1 player on B watching from CT for retake. If Nico manages to get this kill, which he doesn't, this would have meant that they had an open B side. But unfortunately, Narelia catches him on the typical off angle that the CTs can take from that position. And it is now a 2 versus 5 when Apart Gaming was really half-buying again. They had 3 CZs and no M4s inside. I think Narelia was the only person with an M4, and he managed to get 2 frags. So this, like I said, it's certainly very back and forth. We've got each team taking the first 2 rounds, and then it's back and forth, back and forth. What is the AD situation looking like, though? We've got only 2 players, well, 1 player on each side breaking the 100 ADR. Though it seems that Max's ADR is very efficient in regards to utility damage. He's done 200 damage. I think that must have been one of the nades on the eco rounds where he threw it into Banana. But here we are in round number 9. We've got Landl taken down to 13 HP in the very first few seconds of the game. But and then a nice nade lands onto Pashorty, and they are pushing with 4 people in middle. They really want to get control of A short and A long, and we've got 1 person holding library, and the player from short does die. Maka gets taken down. We've got 2 more players very low on A, and what are they going to do? Oh, they're gonna rotate back to B. We've got 1 player, but Narelia, he gets the first, he doesn't get the second. We've got Maxa now. Oh, did I miss something up? No, there we go. Bal gets the first, and will he get the second? Will he get the second frag? Oh, no, AP gets him, and that's now a 2 versus 1 with Maxa on 6 HP. There's still a chance for him to do this. But will he decide to, or will he decide to just save the op? It seems like the op save call is made. And now Planetkey dynamics, like I said, back and forth. We're still not sure who's going to take advantage of this map, and it is now 5 rounds for Planetkey. Got to take a look at the economy. We can see that Apart Gaming do not have the money to buy next round unless Appy does a force buy, and AP. Oh, these players are really all over the place. AP can't really drop anything for anyone, so it does seem like the full call should be in place with AP, who has saved the op, trying to do some sort of a play, most likely on Banana. It would make sense to go solo Banana and 4A stack onto site. But it seems that this isn't what they're going to do. Instead, they have Landl peeking mid with the op. Is he gonna do anything useful in here? Oh, he jumps over to short. And he does boost himself onto mid over the smoke that Planetkey has thrown. But no, unfortunately don't get anything. Now 2 players going very low down on Banana in the meantime. API and Narelia, who did actually force up. Sorry, I didn't notice that, but it does seem that all the players on Apart Gaming have forced up, as they will be presented with a harsh double eco that they will need to do next round. So we've got them on a force buy. It does make sense to do it with the op while they have the chance. And Narelia holding the off angle again, see if he can get the peak. It seems 3 players on the Banana, trying to take control of it. He's quickly rotating back to Graveyard. Is he gonna get someone from Graveyard with the Deagle? The second player dying. Narelia gets the headshot. Will he get a second one? It's very unlikely. Now Maka. Also, the smoke isn't great, so he gets to see the player crossing through B. We've got the op that dies swiftly. That's really good for Planetkey, as Maka and now only AP and Narelia left. It's a 3v2 with only pistols and armor. They do have a smoke and a molly, which does mean that they have a chance of winning the battle. And AP does get the first frag. He smokes off the player in Banana, and now it's a 2 versus 2, or rather 2 versus 1 against Demo, who's now stuck in Secret. He gets the first frag. Narelia now gets pushed by Pashorty, who pushes through the smoke. Very smart play to do that. They didn't know where he was, and he manages to win them round number 6. Very good. Now they have taken control of this map. They have a chance to start building up their economy, as Apart Gaming are now on a full eco. 1 nade, 1 smoke on Landl, and a deagle on him as well. And every player on Apart side saving at least 2,000 for the next round buy. Again, something that they haven't been doing very often is a push into apartments, and we see that 3 players are currently pushing that. Narelia taken down to 4 HP with a single nade. No chance. But even though he does get naded, he's obviously not aware that nobody is Landl gets 1 kill with the deagle. Doesn't manage to get anything else. They know that 1 player is now in pit, and they do get him. Max does take a juicy headshot, and now last player on the side, he gets taken down by Demo. Nice flick onto him. And we have round number 7 again for Planetkey Dynamics. 3-4 players now in a situation that they can rebuy should they lose this round. Pashorty obviously has died to the deal of Landl, so he has to he has to rebuy again. So he's down to 0, and Apart Gaming really picking up the pace now. They throw some nades into Banana and set up back to a default. But it seems like it's a fast speed push for Planetkey, but it's not gonna pay off. There's a quick flash through the smoke and push, gets double, gets refragged, but then Appy is ready for the rest of the players. Now it's a 2 versus 4. Appy gets a second frag. Now it is a 4 versus 1 with only Nico standing a chance. Will he get anything? They know that there was a lot of presence in Banana. It was likely there was a quick push, so all 5 players will be there, so they are watching it. And Maka gets the last frag onto Nico. And now we are again in a situation where Apart Gaming are now built up a nice economy again because of the fact that they survive with almost everyone. It's now a situation where it is down for Planetkey to make the comeback from this round, because if they lose this and don't get a plant, they will be forced into an eco now. But beautiful short to start it off for Bal. Gets down, takes down Appy, who was opping for him this round, and it seems that they are gonna try to push for more information now onto A. See if there's a player that can be killed. Oh no, they're not aware of this. They did actually figure out that that AP was putting that smoke on purpose, but he still gets better of Maxe, who takes him down to 19 HP, and now we're in a 4 versus 4 with the advantage to the terrorists. They have rotated a third player now onto A, as there is a solo B hold. The solo player on B has an AK and no utility. AK P250. See if they can do anything. It seems that the terrorists have decided to push for this A, which is not the right choice in this scenario. But they do get the first frag, which so it doesn't matter. They almost get the second. They do get the second and the third, and now is the site open for Planetkey. They're gonna get the plant end of the round most likely, as Narelia seems to be saving again. Very good round. Very swift late push onto shorts. They catch everyone as they should with this just a single flash, I think it was, that they had. One or two flashes onto short, and they get the frags, get the round, and now it's going to be a 5-8 scoreline in favor of Planetkey. We've got now Nico just trying to hunt for the last surviving player. Shift walking, of course, not to be heard. Pashorty doing a different approach, but he is going to go down, and they know that the last player is in construction, but they're not gonna get him. So you've got, still a very good round for Planetkey. Bal really important shot in middle to take down API, who was their upper. And now they do not have an op anymore, as they cannot afford one. We've got AP this time on a scout, and he is going to be playing on A. So they're very scrappy buy. Don't understand this, why AP would go for the scout and armor but not buy any utility. Very interesting choice. But Landl gets the first pick off. Maxe was not ready for this at all. There was a player pushing short at this early. It's just absurd, but apparently taking chances does pay off sometimes, and he does get him. Well, he wasn't even looking in that direction. Good, now again they're peeking, they're checking towards A. It seems that this is the side that they are wanting to take again, while Apart Gaming don't seem to have heard them just yet. They still have one player playing very defensively on A through library, so the scout player now is this guy does scout. It doesn't matter, because Dembo will take the first one down, Maka on the refrag, but Bals gets him, and now it's a 3 versus 3 with Planetkey having the site. So the plant is most likely going to go down. Yep, we've got the plant going down. Bal is planting right now, and the retake has to come in with two 2 rifles, a scout, and now that's just a rifle and a scout, as Nico does take on Narelia. We've got one player in the library that gets quickly taken down by Nico, and last API gets Bal, but I'm sure he's gonna get reflected by a shorty, and he does. So, very nicely done by Planetkey. They were a man down, but managed to take down A together. The players from Apart weren't really sure until it was too late, so they couldn't really stack over onto one of the sides. And it does seem that the last round for Planetkey is going to be rather easy, considering that Apart Gaming that only have 3 pistols, a shotgun on AP, and Narelia with the UMP. Let's see where AP goes with that Nova, as it could be the death of them also. Seems like he is going to play Apartments. But Planetkey does appear to be leaning towards the side of B this round, though it is very quiet. You haven't heard any utility usage so far. I feel like Appy could peek really a bit further there. He could have tried to get more information if anyone was holding there. But they get the first frag, Narelia, and gets Nico while he's fragging. He gets the follow-up on Maxi, who's trying to refrag, and now there's 3 players in Banana, and they're pushing it. They're trying to get them. Pashorty gets 1, but it's still a 2 versus 4, and now players from A are pushing into mid. And we've got Maka, who's gonna play the off angle. They're not expecting it, but Maka gets quick 2 kill to make this a 6-9. And it seems that Planetkey really had the chance to get it, but unfortunately they pushed towards that stack on B into the 3 players on Banana, and unfortunately don't have a chance to get the refrags fast enough. Narelia got a chance to pick up the AK, and then it was essentially a 50-50 for Maxi to try and get that shot. He really should have pushed, unless he was flash. He should have pushed, obviously, to try and get the refrag faster. And it seems that both teams are ready for the second half. 1 second, let me know if you're working. We've got 4 players on Apart Gaming side with the armor, 1 player with utility, and similar situation for Planetkey, where they have 4 players with armor and 1 with a defuse kit. It's Maxi this time that decided to pick up the kit, and he is the lowest fragging player, which I actually find it very interesting to see that the lowest fragger usually gets the utility, which seems to be the same for AP, as he only has the lowest amount of frags also. So both lowest players, worst players statistically in this match, are picking up the utility for their team respectively. And it seems that this time Apart Gaming are going to do a set piece towards A. They have 1 smoke, which actually no smoke, they had a flash, but it's a quick free frag for Planetkey. Maka now inside gets the double. Now it's a 2 versus 3, but the bomb is unfortunately still up in apps. The last player, AP, is going to have to do a Herculean task to get this. They know where he is, and Bal gets a nice, easy headshot onto him. We've got round number 10 now for Planetkey Dynamics, so this does look very promising now. We've got everyone opting out for a SMG on Planetkey side, not a single rifle in sight. They must all have some sort of a plan for this. Very interesting. In the meantime, every single player on Apart Gaming is pushing second mid. We got everyone pushing into apartments, and it seems like it's going to be a fast A play, and they're setting up for it already. They can hear them running. It's a rush. Gets the first, get the second. Demho unfortunately takes down himself with the molly that he threw, I believe. And we've got 3 players left now, 2 on short, 1 in half, and Pashort gets the first one, second one gets refragged by API, but API does go down to Maxi's P90. It's a bit of a shame that they picked up a P90, because they're not gonna have the extra money from getting the kills. You can see Maxi with 3.8k, but this could have easily been an extra $600 for him if this was a different kind of SMG. Though, on the other hand, it does now mean that he can use that in this following round. So he is going to go towards Banana, so holding the close angle. Obviously, the best place for him to hold with an SMG. And he is gonna play aggressive. He's jump picking now. He must have saw 1 or 2 players there. He deploys the smoke quickly to slow them down. Now we've got the 2 SMG players out of the 3 playing on B this round, so they're expecting the enemy team to actually push on to A. And after their utility usage, they have fallen back to basically playing from site. We've got Bal with the flash ready to flash Maxa in to see if they can check if there's anyone there. Yeah, you can see Bal is setting up the flash to see if Maxa can push through it. Very standard tactic, just to get the information, see if they can get a frag or 2 while catching someone off guard. But so far, nobody seems to be pushing anything. So we've got 40 seconds left, and it does seem that Apart Gaming are gonna start pushing on the lead. They get Maxi, so it's now over 4 versus 5. Did he see enough players to make the rotation? Yes, it seems like he did. We've got 2 frags now for Apart Gaming as they take down the side. It's a 3 versus 5, and it doesn't seem like Planetkey fancy that retake. They're gonna save their guns. The 2, in fact, the only 2 rifles that they have from last round, and the retake is not happening. Nico will most likely keep the gun that he has. He's gonna drop an M4, and Maxi is going to be the receiver of that, while Bal seems that he has enough money to actually buy up for the next round. Now it's important that they do survive with all 3 players, because of course if they don't, then one of them is gonna be stuck with 1700, next to no money to buy anything. And it seems that Lando doesn't want to let that happen. He is pushing. He's gonna start running, and he's gonna get caught out by Demo, who now upgrades his M4 to an AK. So we've got at least 1 AK on Planetkey side. And if I understand correctly, yeah, we've got Demo dropping 1 M4, and Nico should be dropping the other one. No, he doesn't actually. Bal can afford his own gun, so Nico stays on the SMG, and he is going to be playing on the A side. Close angle. We've got an unusual setup here from Planetkey Dynamics now. They are playing essentially a retake scenario on A. They're letting basically anyone from apartments come in. I don't think. Oh, actually, Demo is watching apartment, but that's just about it. If a player goes for short, they will have the info, but I don't think they're checking boiler. You've got. Oh no, actually, Pashort is also watching boiler, so they should know if a push comes in, but they're gonna play the retake essentially, try to get the frags and then fall back. We've got 1 player now pushing into apartments. Will he? He won't see Demho on entry. Demo is holding somewhat of an off angle, but they are setting up for the A push. 30 seconds left. Yeah, they really don't have a choice. They have to push A side. And Nico is gonna hide in on long. They get a lot of control on short now. But Nico, wow, he pushes out, gets the first frag, gets the second with the pistol. And now Demo stuck alone. On side, he gets the first, he dies unfortunately. And he is left to his own demise, as now it's a 2v1 Maka who gets the 2 frags on B, but unfortunately the bomb is stuck on A, and it is a round for Planetkey without any money for Maka for the next round. Luckily he does actually pick up all of the utility, so he still has 2 mollies, 2 flashes and a molly, so they will most likely force on top of that. Yes, they will. We've got everyone buying up a gun. And oh, it seems like it was somewhat of a slow start, but there we go. We're into round number 20 now, and Maxi actually opting out for the 5-7. He didn't have enough money for anything better, and Nico didn't drop him. but hopefully that will make it. They'll make it work. Maka taken down to 15 HP. They didn't really expect it. The Molly to go that far. Demo with the first frag onto player in apartments, but the rest is going towards B. And we've got Maxi with the 5-7. Val gets the first frag, gets the second, and the third. Beautiful spray down. And the last player on Banana. Is he gonna get him through the smoke? No, it doesn't seem so. But Maxi. Whoop. Maxi now hiding behind the sandbags. Seeing if he can get the last player. They don't know where he is. They've got some information now. Pashorty checking middle. So they probably expect him now. They must expect him to be in Banana somewhere. Let's see if Maxi can get the last frag. It seems like he can't. Landl does expect it. And it's now a 4 versus 1. Landl making his way over to B site. He doesn't know this yet, but there isn't actually a single player on the actual site. He should be able to get the frag. Unfortunately, while he does pick up that there's a player behind the smoke, he doesn't manage to actually get the frag. And it seems like it is round number 13 for Planetkey Dynamics. Beautiful stuff. Really nice 3-man spray down for Bao, who is now on to his 11th frag. And it's really a very good all-round effort on the Planetkey side. Everyone chipping in, everyone getting plenty of frags. While Apart Gaming are now stuck on yet another eco. They can't afford a full buy, and they are going to do it. Pashorty gets the first. The rest really don't fancy pushing through that fire, so they're gonna wait until that goes down. Now Alien notices that there's one person in short, just holding the close angle. And they have decided that, nope, not gonna chance it. I'll get the first frag, second, third. Unfortunately, it gets taken down by Maka as he runs out of bullets, tries to swap out to his pistol. Though it seems that there is already a second player on B, so he can't get that free plant. Maka, that is. He does get taken down by Maxi, as he didn't have armor and wasn't able to control the spray through that knockback. They are now on to a full buy with full utility and 5 AKs. Everyone having head armor, so that's really good as well. We've got a quick smoke to take Banana control from Planetkey. I don't think they've played that aggressive there yet. Though Nico pushes into second mid, but that's a blunder as he gets taken down. It doesn't even do any damage to anyone else. And now they are pushing through long. Are they going back to B? They pick up that there was one player in short, and they take down Pashorty, and he takes down Val, who has now pushed Banana. They take down the last player on A site, and they do have control of that site now. Seems like it will be a save for Maxi as they plant the bomb. And it was really interesting how everything was happening at the same time. We had 2 players in B pushing from the CT side, as well as the one player pushing from middle into second mid. I'm not really sure what Nico was trying to do there. It seemed really odd that he was it didn't seem that he had any flashes from his teammates, and it was maybe just an information play that they didn't get second mid control before this. But even still, if you're gonna make plays, don't make them in everywhere at the same time, because it's gonna make it very difficult. We've got 4 players surviving on upward side, so they basically have managed to build quite a bank there. Every player pretty much aside from Maka, or actually rather Maka and API being now above 2k, so they've got the money next round, should they need it. And we've got 2 ops on the Planetkey side. We've got Nico and Val on the ops, so 1 player for each side. And we've got Val already spamming through that thin wall, which gets really nice damage. He also takes some really nice damage with a nade, as the T-side players try to get control of that Banana, which seems that Planetkey are going to give it to them. We've got 2 players now. The bomb actually showing itself, but Bal, a really nice re-entry into Banana, gets the kill onto Landl, who's been phenomenal so far on the T side. It appears that I've been saying his name the most, but Narelia picks off Nico on the A site, and now it seems that this is what they do. They're gonna decide to fall back to A. They know that they've weakened the structure, might get confused if they don't hold this correctly. We've got 2 mollies going towards pit, but it seems that API gets the frag. Maxi now pushing through short. He's gonna get the first. He's gonna get the second. He does get the second. Now there's last 2 players stuck on the site, and three-man retake. Bal quickly making his way over through library to catch off the last player, to catch off the last 2 players. But are they going to manage? They don't know that there's been 1 player in pit. He's been staying quiet this whole time, and now Maxi goes in for short while Bal takes down long, and they quickly get rid of them and get the retake. Very nicely done. We've got now Planetkey on the 15th round, so it does look certainly like they're gonna come back with this into a 1-1 situation on the matches. And now Apart Gaming has to do it with a limited economy. Though actually, as I say that, we see that the only player who really takes a hit here is API, who has dropped for Maka last round when Maka was the only player who has died. So certainly a chance here still to win this round. But will they take the chance? Seems that Lando has missed the molly on the second mid into apartments. So that's not so good for the beginning of this round. But Lando, again, like I said, he's doing the plays. He gets Nico in short, and AP gets... Oh my, he gets Bal through the smoke. But it seems that Lando wasn't expecting a second player to be so close, and Pashorty does get him. So it's now a 4 versus 3 with players looking to set up towards B. And it seems that Demo is going to be holding a solo. With 3 players now on banana. With Maxi. Sees the battle. Gets the first. Doesn't get the second. Pashorty now. Actually, it's Pashorty who gets both of the kills. And it's a 2 versus 2. Very doable. And it seems that Maka is actually stuck here before entering the site, as the molly comes down from Pashorty. So now they're separating player onto each side, but Pashorty has the op. Is he gonna get fragged? No, he's not. He gets flashed and Maka gets the kill. They're now in a 2 versus 1, and Demho is left to clutch this. He does have a molly, 2 flashes, and no information whatsoever on where the players are. But it seems that Narelia should be moving now, but doesn't expect Demho to be pushing. Now a 1 versus 1. Will Demho actually manage to do this? He pushes towards it slowly, and he doesn't. Maka gets the frag, unfortunately. Very nice try. Very nice try indeed. Now into 9:15. Apart Gaming still not out of the money game, though I suppose it doesn't really matter for them at this point. As long as they keep getting rounds and they keep being able to afford more buys, they're gonna keep doing it. While we have Planetkey Dynamics playing it slow, they're wanting to wait, they're wanting to get that full buy, not trying to push it too hard, playing every player to 2k so they can buy next round. And seems that it's a 4-man stack on 2A with only Bal holding B with a Deagle. Demo checking mid. Oh, he gets the first frag. Nice and crisp headshot onto Maka. We've got 3 more players watching middle to see if they could get a refrag, but he falls back. He plays it smart. He plays it for time. He plays it for the advantage. They've got the 1 player. They can keep holding these off angles, see if they can get any more frags that way. And they're not going to push into apartments anymore. We've got 3 players now sitting up in a really nice crossfire here on the CT side, and while 2 players are taking apartments control, this is going to be very dangerous, because if AP gets too far so that he can push it out and check short, he's gonna see 2 players that are really low and or really exposed from that up side, and that seems to be what they are going to do. Oh, he gets the headshot, but unfortunately he only gets 1 frag. Demho gets the follow-up, but it seems that the retake is going to have to take place. I've got 2 players, no armor on Planetkey side, and the plant goes down with 25 seconds to spare. Lando is the lowest player, who does go down, so now they have guns to work with if they both come through short. And unfortunately, Pashorty gets taken down to 64 HP. Now they both have AKs, so they have a chance to do this. Appy fails the molly completely, gives up his information. We've got a second player in pit, so will they be able to get a pit player? Unfortunately not. The knockback is too much, and Appy clutch it out for their team to keep them in this game. 10-15, and we are coming up to a full buy. Or actually, now that I say this, it should be another half buy from Planetkey, as they do not have enough money to actually buy up. I need more water. I should have brought a jug of water here. So there we go. We've got another round with 3 players in the Eagles. And Landl, really keen eye. He picks up that there's a player on middle with that scout. He gets some taps on him. Downs him to 66. Now Maka, wide peek into Banana. Takes Maxi out. Leaving Val alone on B. Now stuck behind the smoke on CT. Got a quick rotate coming in from the CT side, but can't really expect much from this as the players don't even have armor. Well, 2 out of the 3 players left now. Really, in this scenario, all we can be hoping for is to just get some frags, get some exit frags. Excuse me, get some exited frags. Maybe an AK. An AK would be great in this situation, just to make sure that they can afford an ult for the next round for one of the players. But it doesn't seem likely here. Val is just getting spammed from the smoke. Nico though gets a double kill. I don't know why GOTV didn't take this up. He gets a 3rd and a 4th, and it seems that all the players for Apart Gaming are gonna go down. Val with another double frag with his deagle gets to pick up an AK as well. So really, really, really beautiful from the German and the Polish player here. You really wouldn't have expected it, but now they have full utility. They can drop an op. Nico has enough money to do that. They're not gonna opt out to do it. They go five rifles, full utility on every single player. The only person who's really not got the full utility is Pashorty, who is missing 1 nade and head armor. Really, they managed to get those last frags on B side magically. We've got a quick push up to long A this time, and then Nico gets a 2nd and a 3rd, and this seems like it will be it. Maka 1 versus 4, 15 HP. I don't think he really can do it, especially on that kind of health. And he gets picked off by Nico, who gets a 4k to close out this round, and we've got 16-11 for Planetkey Dynamics, who go 1-1 in their 3rd day matchups. Whew. Was looking dicey there for a minute. They started making the comeback, but a quick push onto long was not the thing to win them another round. Nico was prepared for it, got the frags, and got the round that Planetkey needed to take this over the line.